Welcome to the Lumbridge Knights Guide for Old School RuneScape's 8th birthday event. There aren't any requirements to take part in this event, and you get a rather cool cursed banana at the end. So if you want to find out what that cursed banana does, take part or watch the rest of this guide. Happy birthday, RuneScape! Well met, adventurers. I am the Lumbridge Knight, your guide to all things old school RuneScape. Remember to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of the hints, tips, tricks and guides that I'll be bringing you on this channel. Blessings of Saradomin be upon you as we venture forth. So here we are on another OSRS event. This time it's the 8th birthday of old school RuneScape. Obviously the game itself has been around a lot longer than that, but it's the 8th birthday of the game's relaunch as old school RuneScape. If you want to start this event, speak to the Duke, as you can see on the screen now. He is located on the 2nd floor of Lumbridge Castle. If you ask him about the 8th birthday anniversary celebration, he will then launch the event and explain to you that he invited some dignitaries to the castle to try and make people in Lumbridge a little bit more diverse, because there's some sort of organisation that's against people from outside of Lumbridge. So you try to invite some different people in to, increase the appreciation and the cultural diversity or whatever within Lumbridge itself. That was all well intended. However, he also invited the King of Apatol. That is a guy whose name is going to be a nightmare to pronounce. Awowogi. Awowogi? King Awowogi. And a lot of monkeys turned up instead because the king was busy. So 6 monkeys in total turn up, and you can see they've managed to latch on to 6 random members of the Lumbridge Society. The first one there was Bob in the axe shop. The second one there is Father Eric in the chapel. Father Eric being the starting point for the Restless Ghost quest. I'll pop a link up on the screen there for those who haven't completed that quest. Check out my guide. Third one is Donny, who's a local farmer that gives information about quests that the player's completed. The fourth is a random sheep in the field just north of the general store. This is the same field you probably used for the sheep shearer quest. Again, I'll ping a link up on the screen for anyone who hasn't completed that quest. The fifth one is a cow. Now this one's probably one of the trickier ones to find because it's just hidden in one of the corners of the far cow field, but obviously nothing about this event is particularly difficult. And the last one jumps on one of the unicorns near the start point of the Lost City quest to the far west on Lumbridge Swamp. So the premise of the event is very simple: track down and capture each of these monkeys, and this guide will run you through from start to finish. Now, having seen where the apes are and spoke to the Duke to understand the situation, he asks you to speak to the scimitar vendor Zeki in Alcarid, because he has researched basically how to build a monkey trap and he knows how to kind of entice them in. So we're going to head straight over there. I'm going to speed the video up because Alcarid's a bit of a trek. We're going to use the toll gate. That'll cost 10 coins if you haven't done the Prince Ali rescue quest, so you will need some coins to go through there, or you'll have to walk the long way around. I've done the quest, so it's free. Head straight to Zeka. Don't click trade like I did the first time. Click talk to him. You explain that the Duke sent him. He'll explain that, what could the Duke possibly want with me? I'm just a humble scimitar salesman. And you just kind of keep going and tell him about the monkey issues, and he says, yep, I've been researching how to make bamboo cages and where to get premium bananas from to entice the monkeys in. Also, you will need a knife in order to craft the traps. Don't worry though, because when you get through the conversation with him, sorry, I'm a really slow reader, so I kind of read all the narrative and it took a while. You can ask to lend one, so you'll see that shortly in the video. I'll ask him, can I borrow a knife, and he gives you a knife. So you can get everything you need as you go. It's very simple. Can you lend me a knife? Boom. Yep, no problem. He gives you a knife. Now, in order to craft the trap, I'm going to kind of ask a few things here, but you can go through each of the dialogue options in your own time. All you need to do, if you notice behind me, there's a barrel of bananas and a barrel of bamboo. You need 3 pieces of bamboo and 1 banana. Then you use the knife on the bamboo and it will automatically craft a trap. You can see here I tried to do it with 1 bamboo and 1 banana and the game told me I needed 3 pieces of bamboo. So there's 3. Click use knife on the bamboo and there we go, we've got a trap. So rinse and repeat because there's 6 monkeys, so we need 6 traps. So I believe, if my math is correct, that's 18 pieces of bamboo and 6 bananas. So you can see I go through there, boom. So I've now got the 6 traps loaded with 6 bananas. Let's head straight back to Lumbridge. You might notice the video cut. That is because I went straight to Bob at the axe shop to try and capture monkeys. Don't do that. Head back to the Duke. You've got to speak to the Duke first before you can go capture the monkeys. So here I am back on the 2nd floor of Lumbridge Castle and speaking to the Duke. Tell him you know how to make the traps and you've got the traps and you can now capture the monkeys. So he hands you a list and he tells you to go out and rid the people of these meddlesome monkeys. So clicking on the list, you can see we have Bob from Bob's Axes, Father Eric from Lumbridge Church, Donny outside Lumbridge General Store. You know, these tell you exactly where they are. Sheep north of Lumbridge General Store, the cow in the field north of Lumbridge Mill, and the unicorn on the west side of Lumbridge Swamp. Could it be any more easy? Not really. If they were a bit closer together, maybe. So anyway, head to Bob's Axes. Once you're inside the shop, just click use the trap. And you will automatically get this cutscene that you're seeing now, where you can see Bob struggling with the monkey. You set the trap, and the monkey falls in it, or jumps in it to eat the banana. Trap goes down, boom, captured the monkey. Bob is rather angry, kind of kicks the trap and tells you to get out of there. Yeah, he isn't very grateful. But anyhow, there's 1 monkey down, 5 to go. The next monkey is straight across the road, so just head straight into the church. This is the longest cutscene out of all of them. So when you go into the church and get near Father Eric, click on the next trap along, because as you've noticed, the monkey is you still have the trap with a monkey in it in your inventory. So click on an empty trap when you're close to the priest, and you'll get this rather long cutscene of him praying to Saradomin. I don't know why I haven't moved and it took me so long to read that. I guess I maybe went for a cup of tea or something while I was filming. Work your way through the narrative. It's something along the lines of the priest was praying to Saradomin to send someone to help him, and you turned up, so obviously you're the god's emissary to help him. Set the trap, the monkey will chase after the banana, and hopefully in a second bish bash bosh, there is the 2nd monkey down. 4 more to go. If we take another look at our list there's 2 down, and Donny is the next one. Spin the camera around and head north towards the general store. Donny is usually walking around just outside there. There we go, you can just see them coming into view in the brown and tan trousers with a black monkey lodged on their back. So get close and then use another trap. Once again, you'll get another capturing the monkey cutscene. Donny's there wrestling with one. You'll come and set the trap. Here we go. Set the trap. Come over this way. And again, when the monkey sees the banana, the monkey will jump in the trap. These must be some damn good bananas. Obviously you could do these in any order. I'm just doing the order on the list for the sake of the event, kind of for clarity. And I think that basically it's probably the fastest way around. So you can do it how you want. I recommend doing it in list order. 3rd monkey down. Donnie is quite grateful and thanks you for your efforts. And now we're on to the next one. The next monkey is on the sheep. So just open the fence there from the sheep pen, and you can already see the monkey on the back of the sheep, straight ahead there, sort of directly northeast from where Donnie was. There's the monkey. Use an empty trap, and here we'll see the monkey sleeping on the back of the sheep. I don't know if it's supposed to be a baby monkey because it's got like a nappy on by the looks of it. Bit strange because none of the other monkeys had nappies on. Don't know what the significance of the pants are, but anyway, you'll then set your trap, shout to wake up the monkey, and capture another monkey. All in all, I will say, like, these are quite fun events. RuneScape's all done with that, like, tongue-in-cheek sort of humour, and why not? They're easy enough to do. You usually get an item that's a bit of fun. Take the time to do it, guys. Enjoy it. I'm not making these guides to ruin it for you. I'm trying to make them just to make it easy so you know exactly where you are and what you're doing. Now, we've got 2 monkeys left, so let's head for the cow one. From here, we could go to the cow or the swamp. They're probably both about the same distance. We'll head for the cow one. I probably should have gone north to the stile there, but anyway, I went the long way around. So there's the windmill. So just behind is a gate. Open the gate. Now you can see I walked all the way around the field looking for the monkey, but he's in the east side, quite close to the fence there. You can see him with the cowboy hat. So when you come through the gate, head right. Don't head sort of forward and left like I did. Just head straight to the right as you come through the gate, and you can't miss him. So now we're close enough, we'll use an empty trap. Unlike the other monkeys, this guy unlike the other monkeys so far, this monkey talks quite a lot. It looks like he's some sort of rancher, some sort of Texan monkey, and he's trying to train the cow to be a horse. But whenever he says left, the horse goes right, and whenever he says right, the horse goes left. Sorry, the cow, not the horse. It's a cow. So anyway, we turn up, and we're going to try and persuade him to get into the trap. Again, remember when you in these cutscenes, you've got to keep clicking through the narrative, or they'll just say stay at the same point. When he's finished, he'll turn the cow around, and we will lay the trap down for him, and hopefully we'll take down monkey number 5. So here we go. He sees the banana, and off he goes. Great. Now we've only got the 6th and final monkey to go in order to complete this event and get our cursed banana. Or if you remember, we'll also get the banana cape. As you can see on the list there, there's 1 monkey left. This is in the swamp. So now I mentioned the teleport. I could have used the Lumbridge home teleport, or if I had the runes, a teleport to Lumbridge would have probably saved me a little bit of time. Some energy potions or a stamina potion might have also helped. Just maximise your runtime, which would have saved a few more precious seconds. But it's not a massively far walk. There you can see the start point for the Lost City quest and the 2 unicorns, and there's the monkey on the back of one of the unicorns. So we're close enough now. Drop the trap. You get to see an amusing cutscene where the monkey orchestrates some sort of fight with the other unicorn in the field. Until some burly adventurer comes along and ruins his day. In walks the adventurer, classic rune two-hander, boom, see you later, takes the unicorn horn, and off they go. Now that that monkey's fun's been spoilt, we'll kind of get in and lay the trap. We have a bit of a chat because he kind of wants to fight you, but we're going to lay the trap with apparently the best banana in the world and hopefully entice him in. There we go, we've got him. So we now have all 6 monkeys in our inventory, trapped in our inventory. You can actually speak to them all individually after this, so if you want to see that narrative, I recommend you go through the event yourself, like each caged monkey in your inventory, to speak to them and sort of kind of carry on the narrative of each of their individual captures. But for time's sake, I'm just going to head straight back to the Duke, head back from the swamp into the back door of Lumbridge Castle onto the 2nd floor and speak to the Duke. There he is in his royal blue. Speak to him and tell him you have captured... Well, speak to him about the 8th birthday anniversary event again. And you'll give all the trapped monkeys to him. He'll then tell you that you need to meet him downstairs in the dining room to attend the party and receive your reward. Head down the nearest staircase. There's the party in progress, as you can see. So head into the dining room and speak to the Duke. You can also sing the King, I'm going to try and say his name again, Awowogi. There's the little monkey running around with a white crown, that's King Awowogi. Sorry if my pronunciation's terrible. So he did turn up in the end. His captured monkeys are all along that wall as well. So speak to the Duke. He'll thank you again and present you with the cursed banana. If you're playing on a member's account, you will also receive the banana cape as illustrated there. And congratulations, that is the end of this birthday event. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a little bit of fun. You can probably do it in 20 minutes max. And just for the end, let's equip the cursed banana, which makes you walk about like an ape, as demonstrated by my character now. If you have enjoyed this video and it has been at all helpful, please like, subscribe, share and leave a comment. I, the Lumbridge Knight, am at your service. So, until the next time, fare thee well, brave adventurers.